Welcome, class. Please open your test booklets to the first problem. The question relates to my special theory of relativity, and I would caution you to remember the particular conditions relating to this: no acceleration, no rotation, and near light speed travel. Now, please confine your work within these parameters. A train is traveling from Olympus Mons to Zurich, a distance of 311 million kilometers. The train passes the Mons terminal at precisely noon by the station clock, which shows Zurich time. A woman traveling on this train looks at her watch at this moment to see that her watch also reads precisely noon. If the train travels at a constant velocity and reaches the station at 12:20 Zurich time, how much time has elapsed according to her watch aboard the train? Excuse me, madam. My name is Albert.
Hi, I'm Heidi.
May I ask, what is so interesting that you are typing?
I'm sending an email to my love, Steve. He's the smartest man I've ever known, and he has a heart of gold. Most people admire him for his staggering intellect, but to me, he's a poet.
There is poetry in physics. What modern woman could resist an elucidation of the inner workings of the universe? Perhaps love's mysteries and the mysteries of the universe are somehow related. After all, we are physical beings and are controlled by those laws.
Tickets, please.
Wow, this is an impressive train to get from Mars to Earth in less than an hour.
Well, we are traveling at 933 million kilometers per hour, which is 86% of the speed of light. At that rate, we should arrive by 12:20 Zurich time.
Is it safe to travel at such speeds?
Well, technically, near light speed travel is safer than riding an escalator. The trick is accelerating and decelerating.
That, of course, is covered by general relativity.
Albert, do you know what time it is?
The clock says it is just past noon. Actually, the question is not so simple, and the answer is even more complicated than she realizes.
You're up next, E-Man.
Excuse me.
What do you think? That nothing will change? Must it be all things must stay the same? No, I say no, no, and no again, though I'm not suggesting complete mayhem. Let go, be free, but not insane. The laws of physics must be rearranged. I'm on a train, though it seems I'm standing still. The train is moving, and so I will tend to move along at a similar rate. Looking out the window shows a rather rapid pace, but to that fellow over there I'm at rest. For this we need no test. And look out there, a big blackbird flying. Let's agree at some velocity he is diving. At what speed if I weren't standing on this train? If the earth weren't moving, if there could be flat plains? What's my reference point as he speeds by, flapping his wings against a stormy sky? Speed you go, it all depends. The time it takes is relative. Distance too is something to debate. From all you've known you must deviate. Now here's a part hard to explain. The speed of light, it doesn't seem to change. Standing still or zooming fast. We must become iconoclast. Nothing that we know is any faster. The speed of light is the velocity master. Distance and time are subordinate to its rate. They seem to adjust to the conditions it creates. Distance is relative and the time it takes is too. When the speed of light all rules does undo.
There is an underlying theory of which all theories are only different aspects. This is called M theory. The M might stand for mother of all theories, or mystery, because the theory we call M theory is still largely unexplored.
The dilemma is that we do not have the tools to explore the theory over all possible values. So there's no way to prove the parameters of the theory. What good is a theory that has no anchor in a calculated reality? That's philosophy, isn't it?
The difference between philosophy and physics is that the theories we use to gauge the physical world attempt to remain consistent, while philosophy, or philosophies, remain untethered to each other and to the real world.
So what you're trying to say is that the islands of M theory exist together on a single planet, while the islands of philosophy exist on different planets entirely.
I find it ironic to be discussing a supermodel with a supermodel.
Spooky. At a distance. But the ultimate purpose of theorizing should always be to improve the quality of life for living people, which is again the role of philosophy. Physics is just not interested in the affairs of humanity.
But physicists are. There's no denying that, we work in cold numbers and formulas, but physicists are people.
As are models.
Well, you and I have different ideas about modeling.
When does the train reach the station?
What happens when a man who is known for his mind falls in love with a woman who is known for her body? Can she satisfy him mentally? For that matter, can he satisfy her physically? There must be something at work that bridges their two worlds. There must be a third element that unites them. Is it a marriage of opposites? A common humanity? Emotions, perhaps?
The rigid rod, when it's moving fast, appears shorter than the rod at rest. The rod's length is closely linked, it seems, to reference frames and velocities.
As judged from K, it would seem that time moves along much slower in K prime. As K prime moves near the speed of light, the clock seems to stop, which is then right. The key to unlock the mystery is the heart of relativity. And the speed of light in vacuo, real objects can match or faster go.
X prime explains the short and the long. We'll give the length, we know it's not wrong. The distance from O prime isn't the same when it's measured from another frame.
Durations measured by the clock's time vary by frame, expressed by T prime. The observer watches objects go, speed causes time to appear too slow. The key to unlock the mystery is the heart of relativity. Details come from the Lorentz transform and translate from other frames to our norm.
10 minutes. Unfortunately for my friends here, the question is a bit of a trick. Rather, the situation is a bit tricky in that the solution to the problem is exclusive to the special theory of relativity, which does not include acceleration. Therefore, the train cannot stop and our lovers can never meet. Now, I invite you to look for the general theory of relativity for the solution of our greater problem.
The asylum is a religious domain, a religious domain without religion. The values of family and work only acknowledged virtues reign. Your morality, extreme perversity, they shall prevail at the heart of madness. Everything you know is written by another so-and-so. That's the archaeology of knowledge.